This is presented by HPS Trade, Japanese freight forwarder in Thailand.
How are you taking the information?
NYK is the most traded stock in Japan right now. So information can be found in many places. As those of you in the shipping industry are well aware, most of our profits come from containers. So of course I look at CCFI, FBX, and other shipping industry indices. I also always look at financial statements.
I'm updating Logistics Radio daily. This year, there will be event, such as a strike at the North American West Coast ports. Do you think these events will have a significant impact on the stock market?
The impact of the event is huge. Iino-san is of course more familiar with the situation. Every time there is such an event, port congestion occurs. Freight rates increase, and space is hard to get. This would make the shipping company profitable in the long run. It's not good for congestion to continue. But that's what happens as a result. So I try to take such information.
I see. I have quite a few people who are involved in shipping stocks, listening to my radio. So sometimes, I get comments on YouTube asking me if I'm trying to stir things up. I ask them to do so at their own risk.
Yes, that's right. I've been listening to your radio as well. And I'm still concerned about the current congestion. I have also invested in several thousand shares. There are many people who have invested in shipping stock in the tens of thousands or even hundreds of millions of shares. I receive comments from such people. I don't know what kind of attitude they are taking. There was a time when I used to spend 80% of my assets on shipping stocks. So I understand that they are worried about what is going on. Now there is a lockdown in Shanghai, and we wonder if it will be all right. What if there is a sudden drop? What if my assets were to fall sharply? What if CCFI suddenly drops 30%? So I am honestly concerned about what people are actually saying on the ground. From that perspective, I have been watching your videos.
Thank you very much. Shipping stocks are considered to be stocks that fluctuate up and down quite a bit, aren't they?
It is often said that there is a difference between an investor and a speculator. That kind of difference is often mentioned. There is no clear definition of the difference between the two. But I think speculators are more likely to gamble and invest for the short term. Speculators are the ones who watch how the charts are moving, what the supply-demand relationship is like, how many large investors are coming in, whether institutional investors or professional investors are coming in, and so on. I also keep an eye on such things. But I do it over a longer period of time, mainly to see if the performance is good or not. Volatility is great. However, I invest for a certain period of time. So sometimes I am not too concerned about short-term ups and downs.
I see. Even for those who want to do shipping stocks from now on, if they take a long-term view, look at the financial results and trends properly, and take information, they will be fine. Which means, it is not like such a gamble.
It is a stock. And there is a risk that you will eventually lose your principal. You have to do it to the extent that the risk is acceptable. However, looking at NYK this time, the dividend yield was such that if you held 10,000 Japanese yen worth of stock in March, you would receive 1,000 Japanese yen. And if you held 1 million Japanese yen, you would receive 100,000 Japanese yen.
I see. I don't think I can do it though.
I think it's good to do it at a level that doesn't make you nervous. So if you're asking if concentrated investment is good like I do, it's possible that it's not good in general. I might not recommend using my methods as a guide in that area.
We all have our own style of investing
I think so too.
and approach. I learned a lot. I am quite interested in the business, how the market is developing, and how business will develop in the future. I'm really a novice when it comes to stocks, like Mr. JT is talking about, but after listening to you today, I thought it was interesting to know that there are aspects of shipping alone. Even though I don't do it, I don't invest. I think there might be some people who might find it interesting after watching this video.
It's pretty interesting. Once I start looking at them, I think stocks are very deep. I deal only with shipping stocks. But they are also affected by the weak yen, currencies, the Japanese economy, the US economy, the consumer price index, employment statistics, FOMC, and other major economic conditions in the US, including China, of course. So, I also provide information on the economy and how it will affect shipping stocks. I would be happy if people who are not so much interested in shipping stocks, but want to talk about the economy or learn about stocks, could come to my channel.
Certainly. I also collect and transmit information every day. And the situation in North America, China, Russia, Ukraine, the price of coal, and things like that, affect my business quite a bit. I don't look at stock prices, but in our case, that affects freight rates. It also leads to freight rates, clogging, and whether it is easy or difficult to get bookings. Shipping is a global business, and all kinds of information are connected. So I find it interesting to do so, while disseminating information myself.
Yes, that's right. I feel like I'm learning about the world economy when I research shipping companies.
I totally agree with it.
I don't know how much of the world's logistics relies on ships, but I believe about 99.6% of goods enter Japan by ship. I think there is a great need in the world for marine transportation, which is by far the cheapest means of transportation compared to airplanes and railroads. No matter how high container freight rates are, I think shipping companies are affected by all aspects of the global economy, including the situation in Russia and Ukraine. When I start to study such things, I think that economics is really fun these days.
You are right. It's interesting. I think it would be instructive if your viewers continue to watch Mr. JT's information in the future. I also transmit every weekday on Logistics Radio YouTube. So I hope you will listen in. I will put a link to Mr. JT's channel in the summary section. So if you are interested in shipping stocks and the economy, I hope you will subscribe to his channel and study with him.
Thank you. I am not a professional investor and do a lot of research each time. Many of my viewers are well informed, and I work with them to learn from them. I often lose a lot of money, but I'm trying my best to keep investing. Please visit my channel.
Thank you for your time today, Mr. JT.
Not at all. It was fun. Thank you.
Let's talk again about many things. I had quite a valuable talk today. To all of our viewers, please subscribe to Mr. JT's channel. That's all for today. Thank you very much, Mr. JT.
Thank you very much.
In this channel, I explain about international logistics knowledge for your better understanding. I hope this video will be a good support for your logistics job. If you have any shipment from Thailand or to Thailand, please feel free to contact me Iino-san anytime. Also, I'm very motivated to keep updating these videos. If you subscribe, press good or comment anything. well. Thank you. See you next time.